Do you need followers?
I could always use followers, subscribers. Seabee Traveler. Hey guys, Randy here, and welcome aboard the Seabee Traveler channel. Alright, well, we are leaving the main street area of Yuma, and not too far away. We were really close to it in the last video when we were looking at that drill contraption that was underneath the bridge. A little bit past that is a park. It's down right along the Colorado River, and I want to go check that out. And then we're really close to the Yuma Territorial Prison, so I want to go check that out as well. It's just, you could see it actually from where we're going to be. You can just look up a hill and see it, so it's going to be fun.
Rattling down the dusty road, old Yuma in my sights, heading for the prison gates under the Arizona lights. Hot sun baking everything, not a cloud to see. Gonna spend my day in jail just for kicks, not for crime, you see. We're doing time in Yuma town, where the ghosts.
All right, here we are. Looks like a nice clean restroom here. It's green down here too. Well, it's busy, a little bit busier than I thought it would be, but I think I'll come down here and try and park in the shade. Oh man. Here's a spot right here. Nice truck, nice car there, man. All right, let me get parked and let's take a quick look around. Well, this is just part of the park. You can see it goes a long ways down to Colorado there. A little playground for kids. But we're gonna go under the bridge. They have some nice restrooms. Probably saw that driving in. And then this is all really close to the that prison. And then also someplace close to here is an old army depot that they used to ferry in along the Colorado. Let's go take a walk down to the water here. But they would ferry supplies for the army down the Colorado. And back then, that was way back before they had all the dams in. So it would flood. It was unpredictable. But you can see, this is the Colorado. Colorado River. And that's heading downstream towards Mexico. And somewhere down there is that depot, and they would bring ferries down here, and it was just like a depot where they'd unload all the supplies, and then from there they would distribute the supplies to all the different forts around Arizona, like Fort Laguna, which is now Arizona. I think Arizona Proving Grounds, or the Yuma Proving Grounds. Its origins are from Fort Laguna. But that's upstream from the Colorado. Ocean to Ocean Highway, Yuma. Wow. So let's take a walk under the bridge. That's an auto bridge, and the big dark steel one is the train. That's where the train still goes over. It's like I'm in Hawaii here with all these palm shaded areas. What's up? How you guys doing? What's that? I don't. They're asking me if I had something that I don't. Oh, here's a. Let's go see the storyboard first. Welcome to the Yuma East Wetlands. See, those people standing right there are over. That's up at the Territorial Prison. Welcome to the Yuma East Wetlands. Interpretive kiosk. It's an innovative restoration project that was pioneered by the Kitchen Indian tribe and the city of Yuma. Native riparian wetland and aquatic habitats, while improving the surrounding community with cultural, low-impact recreational, educational opportunities. Nice. There's the train bridge. You know, there used to be a bridge. You can see a foundation there. But at some point in time, this bridge used to rotate when the ferries were coming by. So I think a lot of this was underwater until they dammed it all up, because they had to rotate the bridge, the train bridge, to get the ferries past it and get down the river a little bit. And even as a kid living in Quartzsite, we'd go over to Ehrenberg and float down, tube down the river for a little while. It's nice and cool right here in the shade. That's a pretty cool pattern for those clouds. Must be a lot of wind high up, streaking those clouds. A lot of people enjoying down here. So yeah, you can get some good exercise in walking up and down here. It goes way down there. Those palm trees are down there. All right. The old and the new right there. Now, how'd they get there to graffiti that? Looks like a little wash station here. So you can swim in there. Oh, it's like a little shower. All right, so let's take a look down here. Uh-oh, light's busted. It's an LED light too. It would be peaceful. It would be peaceful. I gotta be honest. It would be peaceful if wasn't for all the traffic. Look, somebody even, it's hard to see, but there's a rope hanging from that train trestle over there. Kind of see it blowing in the wind a little bit. Huh. All right, let's go. Oh, good. When I was getting in the truck, I got a notice that my parts for all my solar kit are coming in. So I've been looking forward to that. I'm gonna add a couple of solar panels to my camper, and I'm gonna have a more permanent solar solution. So all the parts are getting here, and probably when I get back from this little trip, I'm gonna start working on that. And so you can look forward to, I'm gonna put a video out showing how I made the changes using my existing camper setup to install that. So that's gonna be fun. All right, we're just right up here. You can see the guard tower up there. Pretty quick drive. It's only probably a mile. You can see the bridge that we were under just up there. And well, looks a little busier today than the last time I was here. Last time I was here was like middle of summer, and there was like 2 cars in the parking lot. So it's a little bit busy, but that's all right. There's plenty of, from what I remember right, there's plenty of room out there. It doesn't feel crowded. So let me get parked, and yeah, really excited to check this place out. Here's their hours. Park entrance, 9 to 4:30. See here, Yuma East Wetlands, the Colorado River before the dams. Look at that flood. It wiped stuff out. You can see that. Quite a few little storyboards here.
Applebee's or something like that.
There's some talking about desert community cut off from its vital resource, the Colorado. Dams have unmistakably altered the river system and disrupted the ecosystem. Exotic salt cedar thrives in the depleted environment conditions. Here's another one over here. The wetlands today. Return of the wildlife. With the return of fresh water, the native habitat, bird abundance, and species is 2 times greater than under the degraded circumstances or conditions. Give you an idea of the Colorado running through there. You can actually walk down there, it looks like. All right, well, let's go see what's inside. Lots of books. Lots of merch. Cool. This is hoodies. Get some hoodies. They've got some shot glasses here. Check this out. Cups. Cactus cups. Oh. Yuma-opoly. I'm gonna play some Yuma-opoly. All right, let's go check outside. But I want to check out is this bridge first, because that railroad bridge. Wow. Let's see here. Site. Oh, here we go. Site of old ferry landing. Below the junction of the Gila and the Colorado rivers was the only natural ford on the southern trail to the Pacific. Huh. So that was the ferry landing down here, huh? Colorado's not very big down here, is it? Yeah, it's cool. Bridge is cool. And check out that, there's a mission up top next to those tanks as well. That's cool. Huh. Here's the Great Bridge, finished 1915. The first railroad bridge crossing the Colorado River was a low pivot bridge built in the floodplain below the prison hill. Wow. All right. So there's all sorts of little storyboards you can check out, and then we'll end up heading through that gate where that guy's walking out of right there. That's where we're going to head into the actual prison part. Territorial home. Prison superintendent was appointed position often given as a political favor. He got $250 a month, easy for me to say, plus a residence. So this looks like it may have been we'll go check out the guard tower too. Oh, there's some storyboards here. Maybe they'll tell us something. Oh, the Sally Port. This is Sally Port. In its prime, the Sally Port was flanked on each side by large exterior prison walls. Oh. Right at the Sally Port. In October 1887, the infamous Gates riot attempt took place at the Sally Port entrance. 7 prisoners attempted to escape using Superintendent Gates as a hostage. Gates ordered the guard to shoot. 4 inmates were killed, another wounded, and 2 were recaptured. Gates sustained a knife wound to the neck. Tough dude. Very interesting. Little place to get a selfie if you want. Check out these bars, man. They are rough. Even up top. The bar's going up there, so you can't climb up. Oh, you can see some of the adobe poking through there. Huh, interesting. All right, so this is not an original structure. The original structure on the site was the prison kitchen and dining room, converted into a museum, with the cornerstone for this building being laid on 1940. And then in 60, acquired by the state parks. All right. Well, it looks like we have a couple pictures to start off with. Wow, check out that. That's the Colorado River and the bridges we went over. Wow, it's big then. And then this is inside, they call it the new yard. That's cool. Check out that bed and that chair. There's a fountain there. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this is a great model of this prison. Check that out. Man, the housing that they had, the superintendent's housing. And you've got, that's where they were digging, doing their hard labor, moving all that dirt, cutting that rock. Wow, looks like they even had a big old guardhouse on the corner here. And then that's the new yard where that little building is inside. And you see some cells in there. And that's where the main cell blocks were. Wow, look at that. They had a water tower up there. And that's the guardhouse that we saw coming in. But there's a big bridge going across to the top of that wall. And that's some of the housing for the guards and the superintendent. That's a ferry going back and forth, carrying in supplies. All right, let's see what's over here. The Gate riot. Oh, this is some artifacts from when they had that riot. When we talked to, as we were coming in, that Sally Port, that storyboard was talking about. Well, they took him hostage and he told them to shoot. And they cut his neck. Wow. And there's a picture of the cemetery. Some of the guys buried there from that riot that were killed. Well, so it must be the knife that they had to the superintendent's neck. Shackles, man, couldn't. Look at the size of those shells. Dang. It looks like some mining gear. Well, check this out. There's a three-fingered Jack. He was part of that Morenci mine strike. You can see a picture of old Morenci there, too. Wow. The Clarissa Windsor collection. She was one of the main instruments of preserving this prison. A grisly object. They would use that big chunk of steel to test the ropes before someone went to the gallows. Wow. Here's a model of the gallows. Martin Ubios. Not sure how to pronounce his name. There's some pictures. Check this out. See if I can go in a little bit closer here. But that's, yeah, there you go. That's the photographer caught it just as the moment that the floor dropped out from under him. There's this old cribbage board here, made for Medora Ingalls. Cool little lampshade there, huh? A pioneer in compassion prison reform. There's a picture of her. Look at this. Wow, look at this. There's a board here talking about it, maybe. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Oh, so they had it up on the guard tower there. You see a circle around it. A battery gun, they called it. Look at that. And also you can see, this is the bullets. The bullets that went in it using that cartridge. Wow. Here's some of the guards. Rough looking bunch. Another shotgun. Oh, look at that pouch. The old pouch there. Hold some. Oh, here's a guard, a record book. Guard H.J. Sellers record book. Cool. Oh, here's some badges. Here's some horsehair art made by the inmates. Look at that rattlesnake belt back there. Wow, talented. Look at that. That is, wow. There you go, a little bit better. It's like little ropes with horsehair. Wow, that is cool. And there's some hat band or something. Wow, just plain old rope too right there. Ironwood rolling pin. That'll last forever. Look at that thing. Knock somebody out with that thing. Some cribbage boards made out of one wood, one carved out of some type of stone. Check this out. Let's see here. Print from a painting done by Austrian born in 1840. The original is in a private collection in Prague. The frame was made by a Yuma convict from the wood of the crucifixion thorn tree, which grows locally in the Holy Land. Okay. It's pretty detailed. That is a detailed frame. During their leisure moments, the prisoners are permitted to work for themselves. They carve many beautiful bits of onyx, many of them very useful, as well as ornamental. Some pretty ornate lace too. By him? It was done by, okay, there you go. A lifer who spent most of his sentence at the Yuma prison for murdering a man, he spent most of his days making adobe and quarrying rock. But during his free time, he made this lace. Wow. Hi. In 1907, it was way overcrowded. This was their prison cemetery, A Common Destiny. This kind of gives you an overview. 1875, looks like a guard sitting there with the prisoner. And they had a vaudeville show.
And when you go out, you'll see a series
Before we head out to the actual prison part, look at that big old mural back in the day. Look how far up the water went. It's not like that now, is it? All right, let's head outside. Man, walking back in history for sure. Let's go read this storyboard. The prison bell. I heard that ring a couple times when we were inside. Cast in 1875. The bell's original purpose was to sound an alarm of escape. The ringing of the bell could be heard for many miles. So here's it was placed on the roof here. You can see that. There you go. So there was a rope. You can see the wheel. Incorrigible ward. Consisting of 5 steel cages was constructed on this site. The total budget for the building included steel cages. Wow. There's the door mechanism. If you want another place, you can get a selfie here. Some of these are really dark. Prisoners meant trouble in River City. Prison design and construction never contemplated women prisoners, so the arrival of those 29 women over 30 years caused lots of chaos. So in 1893, they finally got a separate women's ward. Oh, she's playing her guitar. Looks like it's carved out of rock. Wow, look at that. Looks like a cave. But I gotta tell you, standing here, the breeze blowing through, it's kind of cool right there. A nice cool breeze. So this was the infirmary. It's kind of dark in there, isn't it? Can't see too much. So the prison's first infirmary was one of the prison cells. 112 prisoners died while incarcerated. 1/3 were from tuberculosis. Wow. So that's an artistic visualization of what the hospital building. So the hospital building was on top. The hospital building was on top of this structure here. Nothing remains, though, of it. The tool storage. Pretty basic. A little wheelbarrow. Looks like a little scraper. Shovels. The room was excavated in 1893 to provide storage for tools.
Okay, this is the insane cell where they put those.
So we have a library, huh? It's a big old picture of the library. Lincoln, Washington. Is that Monroe? Here? See, dark cell. This is really going to put this to the test. Well, it looks like, right off the bat, looks like they blocked it off from something else. It's right next to the tool storage. Wow, this is dark. Now, that would be miserable. And you can see up here, it's pretty dark, like there was smoke, a lot of smoke. Oh, there they are, you see them? So I can zoom in for you there. Well, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small little guys. I don't want to disturb them, but yep, they're there. Wow. Okay. Now I see a guy giving tours, so you can get a guided tour if you want. See, right there, he's giving a tour of the whole time in the dark cell. Look, it's blocked off here too. Oh, it smells in here. Time in the dark cell.
Right here, dark cell.
Turned some prisoners into model inmates. Yeah. Yeah, that would do the trick. The eternal light symbolizes the lives of prisoners once held between the granite walls. Huh. Yeah, this cell has a smell to it. It's weird. And then let's see. Hello. Let's see what this one is. Caution. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, look how thick these walls were. And this looks like the yard where the new yard. 1920s, it sheltered homeless families during the Depression. It was built in 1900 to help relieve overcrowding. The library was closed and the first 4 cells were made from library excavation. Wow. It's another selfie. I saw this. Look at this. I don't know if maybe somebody was chained to that at one point. But this is part of the original wall, it looks like, and you can see where the new wall is. It's pretty big back here. And you can see the foundation all along where the wall was. And look how tall, what, 25 feet, something? Let's see, oh, there's nothing on that one. Prisoner statistics. Oh, here we go. Underage 20, there were 334, 20 to 30, 1,030. So the 20 to 30-year-olds, 20 to 30 Caucasians, and educated, they could read and write. So, and they used tobacco, and single. So they were single guys that used tobacco. They could read and write, 20 to 30 years old, and Caucasian. From the US and Canada. There you go. That is what most, the majority of the inmates were. Oh yeah, they have, you can see some chains down there attached to that big old rock. They've locked these up because you could see people in there carving stuff into it. And this one just has some storage in it. Look at the wood roof up there. That's probably a pretty interesting guided tour that you get. Oh, here we go. Here's, now see here, they have another rock with that big ring. You get chained up to that thing. It's big enough for 2 people, I guess. There's even a little mouse under the bed. Yeah, boy, just look how thick these walls were. You weren't going to dig out of that. So that was a standard. All those ring, every time there's a ring in these cells. Oh, got a little bit of a crack running up here.
in 1910, all of a sudden they discovered 60 kids in high school. Oh my God, that's earth-shattering. My graduating class was like 200. But I'm not. Anyway, so they had 60 kids. And they said,
So this was the one that they carved out of the library, for the library. You can see that. Cool, look at that. Huh. Wow. Wow, look at that.
well, they were over on the east side of
It's like concrete and mortar. Hi, excuse me. Have a good day. All right, let's go check out the cells. I couldn't imagine being walked in here and then getting locked in. Wow, look at this. So you have some here, and then it's butting up to another cell adjacent to it on the back. So you're not going to hear two people. Oh, that scared me. That did get me. They played a trick on me. I thought that was a real snake. All right, my heart is, all right, heart rate's up. But yeah, and so you're not only gonna hear your roommate snoring, you're gonna hear two other guys through that other thing, probably yelling and screaming at each other. It gives you an idea how big it is inside there. They're pretty tall, just not very big. 23-year-old, this guy was 23 years old and serving a sentence of 25 years for murder. Prison records indicate he was a model inmate. When an enormous diamondback rattlesnake bit him, there was nothing that could be done to help him, and he died shortly after. Wow, he was buried in the prison cemetery outside the walls, reducing his sentence by 20 years. Wow. All right, so they got 6 guys in one of these. It's really hard to see. There you go. So they got 6 guys, 3 bunk beds on each side. They had a bookshelf in that one. Well, like I say, most of them could read and write. So this looks like part of the original structure. The train tracks run right by us. And there's the bridges. Wow, cool. I think the last thing we have to check out is the guard tower. You get some pretty good views up there too. Let's see here. All right. Thank you.
For a YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's going to be on there. I'll put one in
really?
there.
Which
Yeah.
one is it? Can I?
All right. He was very nice. His name was Terry. It's good to meet you, Terry. So we're going to head out through here and go up to that guard tower there. All right. So this is the main guard tower. Maximum occupancy 49. Which I think, if I remember right, this is holds water too. It's like a cistern. They may show it from up top or something, but yeah, you can see water pipes draining down into it. What kind of views we have up here. Wow. Lots of green along the river. The vista. Years ago, the confluence of the Colorado and Gila rivers was at the base of prison. Yeah, I remember we saw that picture. Yeah, weather was unpredictable without the dams that are in there now. It would flood quite a bit. Parking lot area. Prison overview. So he must have been, yeah, there's a tower, so they walk along that wall. Oh, yeah, you see he's standing here on top of the wall. So there was actually a building in there, so that yard was a little bit smaller. Huh, all shops and building it right. So there's the museum we were in and the prison cells and the yard. Well, they don't talk about it, but I could have swore I saw that when it rained, they had some sort of system to collect water. All water, here we go. This is where I saw it. All water from the prison came from the river. Inmates dug a network of tunnels at the base of the hill, which would fill with river water. So they pumped the water up to the 85,000 gallon granite walled tank. And the prisoners also built that. So the platform on top, limited evaporation. Oh, then a roof was added and became a guard tower. So it wasn't originally intended as a guard tower. They said, hey, we gotta have a roof on it anyways, we might as well make it a tower. I like that. A little bit different now. It's more user-friendly today. All right. And you have to head out through the entrance that you came in.
Okay.
Anyway, too senior, sir.
All right, and then just a heads up, we do close our front gates at 4:30.
Okay.
So here's an outside view. Look at the foundations that they put in for the post to hold that. Wow.
Are we on YouTube?
No, you want to be? No. Okay.
Do you need followers?
I could always use followers, subscribers. Seabee Traveler.
Oh, I see it on your show.
The Seabee, yeah.
Okay.
I was in the Navy. That's Navy Seabee, so that's where I got the name from it. So.
Nice. Well, thank you.
All right. Guys, have a good day. The other thing I was looking at when I was up at the guard tower is RV parking, and I am not seeing any. At least not here. But there is an area straight ahead of us. It looks like it could be. Well, it says, oh yeah, RV parking only. So they do have oh, the cemetery. We've got to go to the cemetery. Wow. But there's your RV parking in there. But the other thing that I saw, I didn't know, I've never been there before, is the cemetery. It's down there. Well, let's go take a quick walk. Might as well. Looks like we can go in too. I was worried about that. Wasn't sure if the fence went all the way around, but a lot of unmarked graves. There's a plaque up here we'll go take a look at. In memory of the inmates who lost their life while serving their sentence at the Arizona Territorial Prison at Yuma. So 3,069 convicts were sentenced here, 111 died here. 104 unfortunate souls are interred in this cemetery. So there's 104. Wow. And there's you can see the guardhouse and the prison right up there. All right, well, now I'm positive we're gonna get out of here. All right, well, that's gonna do it. It's been a fun trip, and I'm gonna sign off. So just remember, never say goodbye. Always see you later.